Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Idaho.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
May I offer you one of our finest selections? Delicious, rich in protein, and locally produced right here in Idaho. Excellent choice, sir.
Satisfied viewing customer, aisle 10.
Dad's home.
I'm home.
Did you get the good stuff?
He's bringing it up. He's going in. He scored!
Idaho's 529 can be used at any in-state or out-of-state 2- or 4-year college or university. Can be used at a trade school for an apprenticeship.
Whatever it is that your kid is interested in, that's available for them to use the fund.
I really like the flexibility. It gives Wild the opportunity to pursue a whole array of training.
So whatever your child's passion is, you can support that.
To learn more, go to idsaves.org.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
It's that time again. Time to get the health insurance you need for next year. Open enrollment is the time for you to enroll in, renew, or change your coverage. At Your Health Idaho, you can save money with a tax credit on the plan that's best for you and your family. Don't wait. Open enrollment ends December 15th. More coverage, less cost. Only at yourhealthidaho.org. Enroll by December 15th.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2025 3A State Football Semifinals. It's the Milk Bowl here on IdahoSports.com. We're coming to you live from the ICCU Arena in Pocatello. I'm Paul Kingsbury. He's Doug Swanson. And we've already got a good one in the books here. This is the second half of the doubleheader. Our first game, Homedale beat Sugar to advance to the 4A championship 30-20. And now this one, it's going to be a good one. Two contrasting styles, Doug. West Side coming in at 8-1. Head coach Tyson Moser, his 16th season, another long-term head coach. They're looking for a three-peat here, Doug, and they won it in 19, 20, 21, hiccuped in 22, won it in 23 and 24, and looking for 25. That's a long run of state championships for West Side.
A ton of championship experience, and it's always interesting when you have a game like this coming in, when you have one game that's been here a whole bunch, and one team that's been here a whole bunch, and one team that pretty new here.
Right. Nampa Christian coming from that WIC over in Western Treasure Valley. New Plymouth was the other team to make the tournament, and they almost upset the top seed Ryrie, lost 20-18. Kind of showed a chink in the armor of Ryrie just a little bit, and then Nampa Christian knocked off North Fremont last week at home in Nampa. So Nampa Christian coming in riding high.
Yeah, not only knocked them off, I mean, the quarterback threw for almost 300 yards in that game and 3 touchdowns. Ian Johnson, added 75 yards rushing and 65 yards receiving. And, Kaiser Hen was 12.3 tackles in that game, again, to lead them with tackling. They're a high-powered offense that, routinely piles up points, especially here late in the season. And then their defense has had some shutouts. They're a good football team.
They really are. And North Fremont last week picked a bad week to play one of the worst games of the season. They lost 30-14, moving Nampa Christian ahead. Westside beat West Jefferson 37-14. Last night here in the Dome, Aberdeen came out the victor. Ryrie came out the victor over Aberdeen 14-8 in a good one.
Yeah. Again, I think Ryrie's first district title in 27 years, and have battled but it's funny. You look at the 3A teams on this side of the state, and they're run heavy.
Yeah.
Slow down. Then you had New Plymouth and Nampa Christian. Those guys just come out and sling the football around. Yeah, it's for sure 2 different styles.
Well, looking ahead of ourselves, since Ryrie is already waiting to see who they're going to play in the championship. If Westside wins, it's going to be here at the ICCU Dome next week. Nampa Christian wins, probably Middleton. It'll be in District 3, usually at the high school, and it's usually Middleton is where they play those. So we'll know for sure by Sunday probably, and we'll have those brackets updated on IdahoSports.com, so watch for that. But Ryrie, they're just sitting back watching tonight, trying to figure out who they're going to play and start their prep for it.
Yeah, and
so the whole team coming out looks like they got a sportsmanship.
Or academic?
Is it academic or sportsmanship? That's West Side.
State academic champions. It's not a surprise to see a team with that kind of culture and discipline to be academic champions as well.
West Side, there's Nampa Christian down there. West Side in the left end zone with their flags, waiting to run the field as soon as these pictures are taken. The academic champions.
Oh.
And while that's cool, I think Nampa Christian would like to add a state football championship trophy to that case as well.
Probably. You'd think so.
But which one's going to get you further in life? Unless you go to the NFL, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, you kind of think, smart guys, they're going to be hiring these other guys at some point. So good job for them getting the academic state championship. Do you want to thank some of these local advertisers making this possible? Cliff Stokes Plumbing, Caribou Ford, D&T Electric Heating and Cooling, Pool Orthodontics, Idaho Salvage and Metals, and Liberty Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Soda. Looking back at last week's games, Doug, the quarterfinals, West Side over West Jefferson, 35-14. In that game, Drake Sage, the junior, 17 carries, 96 yards and a touchdown, as well as a 90-yard kick return for the touchdown. And Pete Dice, the junior quarterback for Nampa Christian, what a game. 14 of 21, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns, beating North Fremont 30-14. So both these players need to come out tonight and have impressive games as well. Kind of went over some keys to the game, Doug. Both these teams, there's specific things you need to do. Let's take a look at maybe West Side, Doug.
Well, I think, both these teams have pretty stingy defenses. Both of them have pitched shutouts, and both of them have had multiple games where they've only allowed 10 points or less. So I think the defenses are are going to be challenged tonight. I think both these offenses are elite, so it'll be interesting to see who steps up there. You know, who's West Side play that has threw for 300 yards in a game? Like, it could be a major test for them.
Right.
To deal with the ball in the air like that.
How is their pass defense?
Yeah. And then you also just have to put a huge notch on West Side's belt just because they've been here so many times.
Yeah.
Just prepared. I mean, obviously you talked about how many times they've been here. So when you look down there, every one of those kids down there has already been here.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how big is that? You come in with that experience in the big games.
Huge. No, they've been here in the Dome, and they've played in big games, and they've won them.
All roads to the championship go through West Side. That's what I've had multiple coaches tell me here in the 3As.
Well, that sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So taking a look at some more of those keys to victory, Doug, as the whole entire Nampa Christian team comes out and 4 West Side. And actually, they all came out, and then 4 came. So they only allow 4 in the middle.
Yeah.
So 4 captains each with their posse standing behind them. They still call it a posse? I don't know. What do the kids say, Doug? You're more hip than I am.
Oh, man. I think you're wrong.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Obviously, West Side's balanced attack, and you can say Nampa Christian has a balanced attack too. And both defenses have been stingy.
They lost. West Side lost to South Fremont by 4 earlier in the season, and then just went on a tear.
Right, and didn't Nampa Christian, if I remember right, didn't they start out the year 0-2? And then
there's this cool website. Nope, they lost to Declo and then beat McCall. Then they won 2 in a row. After that, beat McCall and beat Coal Valley. Lost to Fruitland 50-23, but who didn't? And then they won the rest.
Yeah, so they lost their opener.
Yep, won by a lot. There wasn't too many close games for Nampa Christian.
Which is always another thing you think about when you get here. You know, and experience and get tested makes a big difference, for sure.
Pack it in. We begin. All right, here we go. The start of the last 3A semifinal. Nampa Christian kicking right to left to West Side. Nampa Christian in their whites, maroon helmets, maroon numbers, kicking off to West Side, all maroon but white numbers, and a pink pair of shoes.
Right in the middle?
Right in the middle. It clashes with the ISU orange.
You know, that's like Mom, like, oh, I'll be able to see you out there.
I bought these for you. Yeah, right? I want to be able to see you. Yes, Mom. There's the kick. Great kick. Taken at the 5. The return to the 10, 15, coming across the 25, the 30, up the sideline, has some room, stays on his feet, crosses mid. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds on the near side, I think, at the 46-yard line. But what a return for number 61, who's not on my roster. That's fantastic. Oh, sorry, other side. I'm starting this thing off with a bang.
Will
Heron.
Will Heron.
The junior. And to my defense, they're both maroon, okay? Throwing me off a little bit. Start of the first, 11:52, just getting things underway here at the Dome, the mini Dome. I still call it Holt Arena. I can't change. ICCU Arena. 1 receiver to the left. They start on their own 45. Handoff, that right gap, pushing forward to the 49. Gain of about 4. Drake Sage.
Yeah, tackle by 44 there. Nate Runquist. 5'10", 195 senior. We'll see a lot of him tonight.
Second and 6, ball on the 49. Close to midfield. Turns, hands it off. and tackled for a loss. Again, that was Drake Sage, and that Nampa Christian defense just comes through. I mean, they're big and they're stout, Doug.
Yeah, and if you watch the linebackers, like they're obviously come out with a strategy that they're going to attack those lead blockers. Westside is a classic team where they like to overwhelm the point of attack with a lot of blockers, and you can tell that Nampa Christian is going to attack those blockers, try to give that guy nowhere to go.
Third down and 9 at the 46 after the loss of 3. One receiver to the near side this time. Handoff again, this time to Micah Benavidez. And he gets it right at midfield. So it's going to be 4th and 5 right off the bat for Westside. And just shy of midfield.
Yeah, and again, this is one of those things. Westside coach is just going to do what he does, Like it's a long game. Let's play football.
Big 4th down here for the Pirates. In motion, coming to the near side. Nope, they're going to punt it away.
Oh.
And it's going to be a low punt. Takes a good roll. Does it stay in bounds? No, it's going to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't know how much more you could ask for there. You had a bad snap and a shank kick. Should we just call that a Ryan Skaggs kick?
Did you say a shank?
Shank.
Then yes, it is a Ryan Skaggs kick. I think that's dictionary. Look up shank. Big picture of Ryan Skaggs.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's not a bad-looking guy.
Well, depends on what you're into. 9:42, first quarter, no score.
Well, let's see what Westside's pass defense looks like.
These two teams are pretty close together. Westside comes in averaging 30, giving up 11. Nampa Christian averaging 33, giving up 15.
Yeah, stingy defenses, explosive offensive.
First team to 20 wins. 9:42, first quarter. Nampa Christian, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, low snap. Little screen to the far side, coming around the corner. 15 to the 20, pickup of about 6. Ian Johnson, the receiver from Pete Dice.
Yeah. Drake Sage on the tackle.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5, ball on the 20. 2 receivers on the right, the short side. They're on the right hash in the backfield with Dice as Johnson takes the snap. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson kind of faked as a blocker. Gets across the 30 to 35, almost to the 40. I think they're even forward progress, just shy of the 40. That was a great play, Doug. But they brought Johnson out. Looked like he was going to block for Dice, and then he left. That left the defender wide open to get the Dice, but Dice gets it off just in time.
It did, and so he just wasn't accounted for in the pass protection. And that couldn't have been executed any better. Man, look, they're going to go fairly quick here
they
too.
Are. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Left hash moving right to left, 8:43, clock running. In motion goes Ben Knudsen to the right side. Dice takes the snap all by himself in the backfield. Kicks back, throws in and out of the hands of Dylan O'Brien,
Dangerous right there. Tip that ball up in the air, a couple defenders around you.
And O'Brien in that last game against North Fremont played such a big role, so sure-handed, but he heard the Pirates around him.
Yeah.
Arr! And he said, nope. So 2nd and 10. 2 on the right, 1 on the left, moving right to left. Left hash takes the snap, hands it off. Cross the 40, hit at the 41 hard and brought down. Gain of a couple for Ian Johnson. 6'1", 175 senior. Big kid.
Bryson McDaniel on the tackle.
3rd and 8 as we hit the 8-minute mark. Big 3rd down play. No receivers out.
Bunched up over there.
Doesn't mean they're not going to.
Yeah, they'll run some sort of, yeah.
Back to pass, throw short.
Oh, no flag on.
And fighting for the football, it would have been a 1-yard gain if it is complete, and I think it is. I think they're going to call it complete to O'Brien.
I felt like the defender got there early, but that's just me. Great catch.
So moves it a yard, makes it 4th and 6. And Nampa Christian brings out the punt team.
Punt for a punt.
Yeah.
We talked about like the stingy defenses here. There could be a lot. Like we might see a lot of football between the 30s.
We saw that a lot last night in that Aberdeen-Ryrie game. It was really 30s, and then it became 40s and 40s, and the flag comes out. It's going to be on a delay of game. Nampa Christian delay of game. So they'll punt a little bit further back. Oh, illegal substitution, excuse me.
Oh, that's right.
Cook kicks him back 5 yards, makes it 4th and 11. Doesn't change their mind on what they're going to do. They're going to punt it off. Nope. Are they going to? Westside has a man back.
Boy,
but I'm not sure what they're doing here. They are going to punt it off. Almost blocked. Woo, close. And that ball is going to land at the 32. Take a soft bounce and then a light roll to about the 21-yard line. That was almost blocked. So Westside will start left side of the field, moving left to right at their own 21-yard line on the right hash. 7:10 to go first quarter. No score here in this one. Ryrie sitting back, waiting for the winner.
It's interesting, to watch Nampa Christian go fast like that on offense, though, because their offensive line just rotates over to the defensive line. Those bigs better be in good condition to go all day against the Pirates.
Run up the middle goes nowhere. Gain of 1. But they've got
C.J. Pond on the stop.
Yeah. And you've got C.J. Pond sitting over there on that right side, just waiting for the west side line to make a mistake. He's a big kid. He can fight his way through. Pond 6'3", 210. Just look at him over on that right side. If that quarterback rolls to his side at all, he's in trouble. 2nd and 8. And he does roll to the other side, chases him down, gets in his grill, completes the pass at the 25, 1st down and more.
Ooh.
Ball comes loose, but...
No, it was out, though. Wait a minute.
It got poked out, but did an Nampa Christian player catch it?
I thought it was out of bounds. I mean, he definitely...
It was poked out from behind. If the Nampa Christian player caught it with his feet in bounds, I don't think they're going to give it to him, and they're not. It's West Side football, so you Pirate fans can breathe easy. It was punched out from behind. Dangerously close to a turnover. But West Side gets the 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 36, 6:24 to go first quarter. On the left hash, moving left to right. 6:24, takes a snap, turns, pitches it. Coming to the near side, no gain. As the ball carrier, Drake Sage, he's carried the ball, I think it's the 3rd, 4th time, and not many yards have come out of it.
Oh, great corner, number 6, just got off his block. Got help from the outside linebacker running downhill. So, I mean, you had Ben Knudsen and O'Brien that kind of shared on that tackle. But, boy, this might be a defensive football game.
Drake Sage, the leading rusher for West Side. Turns, pitches, gives it to Drake, goes to the left side. Crosses the 35 to the 40, stays on his feet. Ball comes loose at the end, but it came after the whistle. I heard the whistle, then the ball came loose. Let's see what the...
Oh, he's telling him it's down.
Split second, but the whistle came first. Whether it should have or not.
That's a good, man, that's good hair there, Kingsbury.
And that's funny because I can't hear a darn thing.
Well, I'm probably worse than that.
You get me in at a table in a restaurant, I can't pick out anything anyone says. It's all noise. I just smile and nod. And I go on dates, and it's just, I don't know what they're saying. I could be signing away my life.
That might be a good thing.
Nothing. Here we go, 3rd and 1 as we hit the 5-minute mark. Up the middle, Sage gets the 1st down. To the 47, that's all he needed. Clock stops at 4:59, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
So I think each team has one 1st down now. And defenses are playing ball.
And we knew that would happen. It's either going to be really low scoring, really high scoring, or someone's blowing somebody out. Nothing in between here. 1st and 10 from the 47, going left to right, pass. Hit immediately, threw it high to the receiver across the middle. He gets hit hard and comes up shaking his hand.
Did he catch that ball?
I think he caught it, number 23 across the middle for West Side, Tanner Henderson.
Wow, he was stuck by Ian Johnson, just lit him up.
And it makes sense why he's wearing the Guardian cap. That receiver across the middle, they get popped all the time.
Yeah.
I think everybody should wear them. If they wear them to protect after a concussion, why not wear them to prevent the concussion? Handoff up the middle. Sage gets some yards.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed conversation. I mean, if you go to a D1 practice, they wear them at practice all the time. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. It voids the warranty on the helmet.
Okay, change that. I mean, they get void a warranty versus
I'm with
players' mental, I don't know.
It's interesting for sure.
Or go back to leather. Pick one. Just leather caps. All in or all out. 3:42. West Side in Nampa Christian territory. 2nd and 7 on the 39 on the right hash. Under center is Jaden Fuller. 2 receivers to the left. In the backfield, Benavidez. Handoff to Benavidez. And a gain of 1, and he is hit hard. Number 36 on the tackle, Kaiser Henny.
Man, timing, West Side, you watch their quarterback, like it's so, like their timing's just so everything. He takes the snap and turns the absolute opposite way of where the run's going and comes all the way back around for that handoff. It's super. It just holds a linebacker for 1 second.
Right.
And
that's all you need.
Yeah.
And a few West Side Pirates break the huddle. They must have been done listening.
They're like, they're not throwing me the ball.
They're not throwing me anyway. And it is a handoff up the middle
like,
to Benavidez again.
I'll just wait out here.
Yeah, and you saw one of them was that outside receiver that went out there. It's like, I'm a decoy.
Yeah.
Clock running, 2.5 left here in the first. No score. See, it's 8:39, so some of those other games in the Mountain Time Zone anyway got to be coming close to an end, aren't they?
Looks like you have Skyline in the third, Skyline BK here. Skyline drive and threaten to tie that game up.
2:07 left in this one. Handoff goes, shoots the left gap, crosses the 30, gets the first down. That's Drake Sage. Had a slow start, but coming alive here at the close of the first quarter.
And again, the ball handling by that quarterback, it just freezes the defense. That looked like he was going to hand it on the inside, hit it on his hip, handed it out on going around the corner. It's just very slick.
Got to talk to our I team about a couple things during the break. Clock running, minute 39. 2 receivers to the right. 1st and 10 from the 30. The pitch coming to the near side, has some room, and brought down at the 23-yard line. That's again Drake Sage.
And again, Ian Johnson on the stop.
Sage comes in with 853 yards, but I don't think all of their game stats were reported, so kind of deceiving. I think they're missing a couple games. Minute 5 to go.
Score update with 5A Skyline 14, BK 14.
Handoff, takes the left gap, this time to Micah Benavidez. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Clock running, 45 seconds.
And Westside's got to love keeping that high explosive offense on the sideline. It's a classic Westside drive here. We talked about it in the game before this.
Can you imagine if Sugar and Westside played? Each team would have 2 possessions.
Yeah, it'd be like 45-minute long game.
Yeah, right. Near the 20-minute mark, 1 receiver on the near side. That's Mumford. There's the pitch coming around again to Sage. Sage brought down again, no gain.
Loss of yards, big stop by C.J. Pond.
So 4th and 3. That will make Westside think a little, and that is going to end the first quarter. No score, and they'll swap ends.
I will say this, that Nampa Christian is pursuing so hard. Like, that was the backside defensive end on that tackle. Let's see if Westside catches them on a reverse or a misdirection.
Well, since 1917, Idaho Salvage and Metals has proudly served the community by providing quality used auto parts and reliable scrap metal recycling services. In addition to parts and metals, they also offer durable steel culverts, perfect for managing water flow and drainage on your property. Idaho Salvage and Metals, proud supporter of the Westside Pirates. Visit them in person, 540 West Oneida Street in Preston. And Cliff Stokes Plumbing has served the Cache Valley for more than 10 years. And Cliff has 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry. So whether it's a new install, a repair, a water heater change out, or it's time for an upgrade, call the expert at Cliff Stokes Plumbing at 435-770-8251. Cliff Stokes Plumbing wants to wish the West Side boys good luck at state. And Pool Orthodontics, they pride themselves in high quality care against the latest using the latest technologies and techniques to transform smiles of patients of all ages. They proudly serve northern Utah and southern Idaho with 3 convenient locations and offer complimentary consultations where they'll answer all your questions and discuss treatment options. They want to wish Westside the best of luck tonight. Go Pirates and smile big from Pool Orthodontics.
To begin the second quarter, it's 4th down and 3 yards to go for Westside from the 23.
Left side of the field, 4th and 3 on the 23. On the right hash, handoff. Forward progress is going to be dangerously close to a first down. Let's see if they got it.
He did not get it, according to the mark. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Yeah.
And it is a turnover on downs. Nampa Christian back on offense at their own 21-yard line.
Man, they really messed us up. They made it all the way to the 20. I thought we were just going to stay in the 30s.
Right?
Sheesh.
I don't know. Go down and talk to him.
All right.
Never mind. That's a lot of stairs. I'm not going. 6 seconds into the second quarter. I was thinking first team to 20. Now it might be first team to score.
It might be. This is going to be, though, like, sometimes a game like this, like, first half is kind of, and then.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
2 receivers on the near side for Nampa Christian, coming left to right on the left hash at their own 21-yard line. Hands it off, hitting the backfield, breaks 2 tackles. Gets back to the 20, and he's going to lose a yard on that. And that was Ian Johnson.
Yeah, and man, just everybody's in the box for what I would just have to say that Westside screaming like, let's see you throw the football.
Right. I was expecting an air attack.
Yeah. I mean, let's look what they have here. I mean, even their corners, their safety is only 10 yards deep, and then they have everybody in the box.
Well, here's the chance: 2 receivers on each side on the left hash. 2nd and 10, being pursued. Coming to the near side, there's a short pass in and out of the hands of Ben Knudsen. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 10.
He would have definitely ran for a first down there.
I think he would have caught it for a first down.
Yeah.
Just outside a little bit. So that brings up 3rd and 10. Nampa Christian on their left hash. 11-12 on the clock, second quarter.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go for Nampa Christian from the 20.
So it's interesting, like Westside isn't going to adjust this defense at all. They're going to stay in that really shallow cover 1. Oh.
They switch it up.
They do drop back to a cover 3. So outside, throw the ball to the outside is what it's all about in this kind of coverage.
They're going to air it out. Back to pass. Has a man beat the defense, and it is Ben Knudsen with the catch. All the way down to the 23-yard line. Excuse me, 27-yard line. 8. I'll get it at some point.
3 deep, and they all let him run right by him.
Ben Knudsen beat everybody. the speedster. And we talked about it. We expected an air attack. Well, head coach Jenkins, he's got us in his earpiece down there. Clock running, 11 minutes. Nampa Christian on the move. Left hash moving left to right. On the 28-yard line. Dice takes the snap, hands it off, gives it to Johnson. Johnson around the left side, crosses to 25 to the 24.
Nampa Christian does a lot of pre-snap movement, like Boise State. Like they'll move guys around a ton, and certainly Westside is struggling to adjust to that too.
Second and 6, ball on the 24. Still riding that left side. Takes a snap, hands it off, this time to Mills. Mills shoots the gap, breaks a tackle to the 10-yard line. Great run by Mason Mills, the sophomore.
We finally have somebody in the red zone.
That's the 11-yard line, so 1st and 10 from the 11 as we hit the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. First and 10 from the 11 on the one receiver down at the bottom. That's Philip Van Gilder. He was in our top plays from the quarterfinals. Big touchdown catch. Dice goes to the left side. This time caught C.J. Pond. Might have lost a yard on that catch.
They just force you to play defense vertically and horizontally, though. It's a tall task for sure.
So it is a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 for Nampa Christian. On the left hash, moving left to right, 9:03 as we hit the 9-minute mark. Clock running on the 12-yard line. Again, one receiver down at the bottom, Van Gilder. In the backfield with Dice is Johnson. Dice takes the snap, gives it to Johnson. Johnson in trouble, hit immediately, and no gain. Trying to get the number on that, Doug. Number 30 for Westside, Cooper Milburn.
That was a great play. Just a sure tackle. I love seeing that. Didn't try to make a highlight.
Yep.
Just come in and make a sure tackle.
Same set for Westside.
His D-line struggling with where to line up.
Yeah, they're all pointing like the Spider-Man meme. You here. Back to pass. Has a man, and it's tipped by the defense, but still caught by Johnson. Johnson crosses the 10, jukes, jives, gets down to the 4-yard line. And a lot of stuff happened on that play as the pass was actually deflected by the defender. Johnson gets it, and then has to weave in and out of the defense, gets inside the 5-yard line. It's 4th and 1 from the 4, maybe the 3. 4th and 2 from the 3.
They're obviously going here.
Heck yeah. They're on the right hash. So they've got all sorts of room on that left side. I think they might stack receivers over there and then run it. See if Coach Jenkins is listening.
Quarterback keep, but look at the box still, even with those guys out there.
Right.
Look how far off they're playing.
2 receivers on each side. And
yeah.
Jenkins wants to call a timeout. Talk it over. Oh. Yeah, Nampa Christian did take the timeout. We'll keep it right here, Doug. Thanks some of these local advertisers again. D&T Electric Heating and Cooling is a proud supporter of Westside Athletics, who wants to wish the boys good luck in the game tonight. Liberty Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Soda Springs is celebrating the Westside High School football team as they take the great drive to the state football tournament. Caribou Ford keeping it simple in Soda Springs, cheering on the Westside football team as they play in the semifinals. It's Caribou Ford. And since 1917, Idaho Salvage and Metals has proudly served the community by providing quality used auto parts and reliable scrap metal recycling services. In addition to parts and metals, they also offer durable steel culverts perfect for managing water flow and drainage on your property. Idaho Salvage and Metals, proud supporter of the West Side Pirates. Visit them at 540 West Oneida in Preston. All right, here we go, Doug. 4th and 2 on the 3. On the right hash. Dice in the shotgun. He's got Knutson to his left. He's got Johnson to his right. Throws.
Oh, did he catch it?
Knutson was looking over his left shoulder, had to adjust and caught it over his right shoulder for the touchdown. Nampa Christian on the board, 6-0, a 3-yard touchdown pass to Knutson.
Boy, the official behind him threw his arms right up. The official looking right at him, he was pretty hesitant.
Going for the PAT. Shy slapping at the screen over there. PAT is up. PAT is no good. Score will remain 6-0. So Nampa Christian scores first, Doug, on the Pirates. So West Side.
Great looking drive.
It was a great drive.
Good balance. They ran the ball, threw the ball. Some screen game, threw the ball down the field.
Last time Nampa Christian won a state title was 1981. That was before you were born, Doug.
Yeah.
Wow, your wife even rolled her eyes. That's not good.
81.
How old were you in 81, Doug?
I don't know. AC/DC was ripping.
Well, I was 6. I was 6. My mom thought the Beatles were the devil, so I was not listening to AC/DC. I was a Lawrence Welk kid.
What was I, 13?
I blossomed
12,
later
13?
on.
I was 12 or 13.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have long hair, hippie hair?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to grow that again.
My brother had oh, yeah, I should. Brother had a big stack stereo in his bedroom, you know, and they're playing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Best time to be alive. Well, it's a good time to be alive here in the semifinals. If you're a Nampa Christian fan, they lead 6-0 over the Pirates. Not just defending champions, but they're looking for a three-peat. Coming left to right, Nampa Christian kicking from the 40, big kick. Be taken at the 3, coming to the near side. Here comes West Side. And hit at the 10 and dropped. Number 31 for Nampa Christian, laying the lick, Tucker Henney.
It's always crazy to me to watch. I mean, obviously they set up a return to the left there, but that ball was kicked almost to the pylon. That guy, he had to run 40 yards just to get to where he could even consider turning upfield.
Tanner Henderson, the ball carrier, he gets up and he is adjusting his jersey, shoulder pads, pants. He's adjusting everything as he gets back to the huddle. .704 left in the first half. West Side coming right to left. Take the snap on first down, and it's going to be a loss of a yard, Doug. And that defense coming through.
Defensive line number 64.
Peter Hilty,
Hilty, boy, made a big play on that.
Cole Hilty, a senior. Cole Hilty and Peter Hilty, both seniors, both 5'9", both 170. Odds they're twins?
I would.
Throwing that out there. Either twins or it's a typo.
Yeah.
Clock running, 6.5. Second quarter, 2nd and 11. Ball on the 11. Coming right to left. Handoff. Up the middle. Met him. Oh, no, it was a fake. I missed it. Coming to the near side, breaking free for the first down. Handoff to
No, he's a quarterback keeper. Yeah, his ball skills, we talked about it earlier, he is slick.
So Jaden Fuller keeps it himself, fools everybody but Doug as he was watching the play and called the right play. First down and more. It's 1st and 10 now from the 29-yard line. Clock nears the 6-minute mark. Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, his ball skills are just so tight in there. It's hard to. That's what he's so good at it. He freezes the defense just for a second.
Handoff up the middle. Stays on his feet, dives to the 35-yard line. Another good run by Drake Sage.
Another tackle by Ian Johnson.
4 yards left. It's going to bring up second down, 2nd and 4. Clock continues to run.
It's 2nd down and 4 yards to go for West Side from the 35.
Coming right to left on the left hash. West Side takes the snap, hands it off. Breaks free, stays up, gets the first down by a yard. West Side moving the chains, slowly but surely moving the chains.
Dylan O'Brien on the stop.
Tackle made by number 6, Dylan O'Brien. And that's enough for another Pirate. First down.
Hit the 5-minute mark, clock continues to roll.
West Side from the 41.
Under center, takes the snap, turns. They're going to air it out, downfield, have a man, intercepted at the 41-yard line.
O'Brien with the pick.
Trying to break free, finally brought down at the 46. Ball thrown a little bit short, and O'Brien with the interception. And that gets the Nampa Christian offense back out on the field. .4:35 to go in the second. Nampa Christian leads 6-0, and now at their own 47-yard line, they've got time to add to it before halftime. One receiver on the near side takes the snap, looks, being rushed, caught at the 46, staying on his feet. Given up to Johnson. Johnson gets to midfield. Gain of 3. Coach Jenkins not happy with something he saw there.
Well, you just had a perfectly good screen. Like it was just such good timing, and his O-line just missed a couple key blocks. That was a great call. Executed, that might have been a big gainer.
So at the 50, it is 2nd and 7. Nampa Christian coming left to right on the left hash. 4 minutes to play, second quarter. In the shotgun at the 45 is Dice. Takes the snap, hands it off, delayed. Gives to Johnson. Johnson pushes forward inside the 45 to about the 44. So that'll bring up, 2 yards. 3rd and 2.
Tackled by a group of Pirates there. Ian Johnson, boy, is getting a workload in this first half, and he never comes off the field either.
Third and 2. 2 receivers on the near side, and it looks like Coach Jenkins is going to call a timeout. It's the second timeout of the first half. Keep it right here at Pool Orthodontics. They pride themselves on high-quality care using the latest technologies and techniques to transform smiles for patients of all ages. They proudly serve northern Utah. Yep. Right up the stairs. Right up the stairs. We'll start that one over. Pool Orthodontics pride themselves on high-quality care using the latest technologies and techniques to transform smiles of patients, guess what, of all ages. They proudly serve northern Utah and southern Idaho, 3 convenient locations, and offer complimentary consultations where they'll answer all your questions and discuss treatment options. They want to wish West Side the best of luck tonight. Go Pirates and smile big from Pool Orthodontics. So what are you seeing, Doug? You see a 6-0 game. You see West Side defending champions down 6 points to Nampa Christian. They've got the football. They've had it. Now they need to get a big stop on Nampa Christian after that interception.
Yeah, I think Nampa Christian I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a shot right here at 3rd and 1.
2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, moving left to right. Takes a snap, standing at midfield, hands it off.
First down.
Gives it to Ben Knutson, and they're going to get the first down at the 41-yard line. Stops the clock at 3:13 as they move the chains.
Drake Sage on the tackle.
First and 10, Nampa Christian from the 41.
Again, it just shocks me how Westside just daring them to throw the football.
They are. Do it. Do it. Clock running. 2:50 on the right hash, moving left to right. First and 10 from the 41. Takes the snap. Gives it to Knutson again. Takes the left gap. Inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Gain of a couple. Brings up second. Looks like the spot's going to give him about 2.5. PA announcer Matt Harris, the athletic director at Ryrie, who is also used to work here at Idaho Sports for years. My right-hand man. We'd spend a lot of late nights doing scores, schedules, GameStreams planning. Now he's been athletic director of the year out there at Ryrie, and now his team's in the championship. It's all comes down to the athletic director.
Oh, look at the open.
Back to pass, has a man open as Denny's at the 10-yard line, in and to the end zone, touchdown. Dylan O'Brien. There it was. You said Westside was daring him. Well, they took the dare, Doug, and they're in the end zone. It's 12-0 Trojans.
Boy, and I mean, it's only second quarter, but Westside has got to respond, and obviously their offense is not a minute 59 response offense. It's
No, and we saw Sugar Salem try to become that as they were down, and it just, you get them out of that comfort zone, and that was the game plan, and it worked out. Set to kick the PAT. Dice holding. Kicks up, and the extra point is good. It's 13-0. Nampa Christian over Westside, and I don't know if I'm sure everyone did. If you watched the game day show, they were talking, they do their predictions, and Hayden, our guy from up north, he picked Nampa Christian to win this. And, Skag, everybody, they're laughing at him. I wrote in, and I'm like, I did the game last week. Nampa Christian looked pretty good. Yeah. I think I'm going to join Hayden on this. So I think there might be two people outside the Nampa Christian family that thought they had a chance tonight.
Well, it's like we talked about with Sugar, though. Westside has that same culture at this level, too. Like, they just, they're just always expected to win,
Yeah.
They've just done it for so long and so much.
That is exactly right. It's just expected.
Yeah.
So Nampa Christian lining up the kick left to right. Dylan O'Brien counting his teammates on the field. Want to go dancing after this? Hit a dance club somewhere?
No.
It's Pocatello. They closed at 5:30, I think. Everything closes early in Pocatello.
It does?
Yeah. There's a kick, and it's going to be taken at the 4.
He's going to run upfield this time.
But he's going to take it right up that far sideline, breaks free, the 30 to 35, and then he is met hard, pushed out of bounds. The ball carrier for Westside, number 23, Tanner Henderson, the junior, rudely interrupted, pushed out of bounds. Cole Hilty. So from the 32-yard line, Westside moving right to left, right side of the field on the right hash. Minute 52 to go in the first half.
Yeah, your quarterback last time he threw the football was a pick. And so no pressure, dude.
Well, passing for Fuller. Well, again, they don't have complete stats, so it's kind of rough to go on. But minus a couple of games, he's got 350 yards passing. There's a lot of this. A handoff goes to the right side. Gave it up to Henderson. Henderson picks up 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Tried the first. That was the first time we've seen a little misdirection. I mean, I really felt like Nampa Christian was over pursuing, but they did a good job responding to that.
Second down and 6. rolling, flip back.
Statue of Liberty.
And almost intercepted at the 44. Was thrown from the 22.
Should have not threw that football.
Doug, walk us through that play.
Well, I mean, again, they're just trying to catch him off guard, getting somebody to bite up. But boy, nobody bit. I mean, it was just basically a Statue of Liberty, like fake reverse, pitched it back to the quarterback, and he slung it. But
Shy's getting upset watching these other games going on.
I think Skyline just went for 2 in the win, and BK stopped him.
There's the snap, turns, rolls, fires it downfield. Missed his receiver as Westside tries another pass downfield. That was intended, I believe, for Tanner Henderson, Doug.
You know, it's always funny. You always think about this, too. Like, Nampa goes
Parker
to
Wansgard, excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nampa goes to practice every day and practice against a team that throws the football. And they look like it.
Right.
Like, yeah, their DBs are, I mean, you go to Westside practice and you're probably not doing a whole lot of pass coverage.
Well, you mentioned, Nampa Christian, WIC, they come from a league that passes. So this is an easy night at the office for their pass defense.
Yeah.
So big 4th down, 4th and 6 on the 36, 53 seconds to go. Westside on the move.
Oh,
they jumped. There they caught it. You saw Knutson jump the line.
Yeah, but somebody moved on the front. I think 61.
Knutson's yelling at his own lineman.
I think 61 jumped. Oh, geez.
It was on Nampa Christian. You saw Knutson outrun everybody, but I think he's upset because he saw his lineman move first.
Yeah.
But let him move. You don't have to move.
I thought Westside jumped after they were set. I thought that's what made him go.
Well, that makes it a short 4th and 1 instead of 4th and 6. Much more manageable.
Punting it away.
4th and 1. Westside's going to take a timeout. Coach Moser wants to talk this over. Coming in 8 and 1, looking for the three-peat. Every possession counts here with 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Down 13 points to Nampa Christian. Well, since Cliff Stokes Plumbing, they've served Cache Valley for more than 10 years, and Cliff has 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry. So whether it's new install, a repair, a water heater exchange out, or it's time for an upgrade, call the expert at Cliff Stokes Plumbing, 435-770-8251. Cliff Stokes Plumbing wants to wish the West Side boys good luck at state tonight. 28-14 Kimberly up on Fruitland. That Kimberly team just came out. No one expected them, right? They were underdogs all year long, I think. And Fruitland was top dog, and now coming out, looks like they might win that thing.
They got better all year too. So that's one thing when you have a team that's so dominant like Fruitland's been. It's hard when you get tested.
Yeah. Here we go, 4th and 1. Looks like they're going to punt it away, but are they? Nope, it's going to be a direct snap coming in.
Oh.
Number 23, Tanner Henderson, went from the line to under center, and I think they got it. So Henderson moved under center and gets the first down. West Side pulling out some trickeration. And another timeout called. Back-to-back timeouts for West Side. You can't take them with you, I guess.
It's true.
Might as well take them. Got one timeout left, 47 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from their own 44, moving right to left on the right hash. Idaho Salvage and Metal since 1917 have been proudly serving the community by providing quality used auto parts, reliable scrap metal recycling services. In addition to parts and metals, they also offer durable steel culverts, perfect for managing water flow and drainage on your property. Idaho Salvage and Metals is a proud supporter of the West Side Pirates. Visit them at 540 West Oneida Street in Preston. D&T Electric, heating and cooling, proud supporter of West Side Athletics, and proud to wish the boys good luck in this semifinal game. All right, Doug. Got a good one here. And we're going to be I guess we might have that North game, but this might be the last game in town come the fourth quarter. Got a couple more tomorrow, and that will finish off the semis, and the championship games will be set. 1st and 10, back to pass.
Oh, look at
A
ladder.
little hook and ladder from the 48, coming around the near side, and it worked to perfection for West Side. I love it. So the hook and lateral gets West Side down to the Nampa Christian 33-yard line.
Man, West Side could come away here with a score. It would be huge.
41 seconds to go. They didn't use a lot of time, and they got a big chunk of field. They send a receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the right. They've got Sage over there, back to pass. Thrown, and luckily underthrew that because that was going right into the hands of Nate Runquist.
It was.
He scooped it kind of like a shortstop.
I think the defensive end was just getting pressure, and the quarterback just trying to move and throw at the same time, and he just kind of come out of his hand weird.
Second and 10. On the Nampa Christian, 33-yard line, 36 seconds to go, takes the snap. Throws downfield. Intercepted at the 10-yard line. Nampa Christian coming back the other way and brought down at the 26. But an interception, number 21, Van Gilder, a receiver for Nampa Christian, playing defense. He does what he does best. He catches the football.
Again, great looking coverage.
Second interception of the half for Fuller. Drive-killing interceptions. I guess every interception's a drive killer. But these, they were actually moving the football after, hook and ladder. Getting it down, and now
going for it on a 4th.
Right.
Yeah.
Faking the punt, doing everything they need to do.
This guy's just going to take a knee.
Nampa Christian all bunched up. 27 seconds to go. I'm not taking anything for granted, Doug. You never know what they're going to do. They do take a knee, though.
And Westside's kicking to them out of the half, correct?
I think you're right.
I think so.
So that is going to be how the first half ends. 13-0. Nampa Christian on top of Westside, looking to win their first state championship since '81 and break up a streak by Westside. We'll take a break, come back with the halftime show. You're listening to the 2025 3A state semifinals. It's the Milk Bowl, live on IdahoSports.com.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Dear crew, with an adult-sized third row, everyone's welcome. Slip in, stretch out, and let's go. Toyota, let's go places.
It's that time again. Time to get the health insurance you need for next year. Open enrollment is the time for you to enroll in, renew, or change your coverage. At Your Health Idaho, you can save money with a tax credit on the plan that's best for you and your family. Don't wait. Open enrollment ends December 15th. More coverage, less cost. Only at yourhealthidaho.org. Enroll by December 15th.
Il me semble que ce matin le soleil peine à colorer le ciel. Voudrais prolonger les vacances.
Idaho's 529 can be used at any in-state or out-of-state 2- or 4-year college or university, can be used at a trade school for an apprenticeship.
Whatever it is that your kid is interested in, that's available for them to use the fund.
I really like the flexibility. It gives Wild the opportunity to pursue a whole array of training.
So whatever your child's passion is, you can support that.
To learn more, go to idsaves.org.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Dear Friday, we've got power tailgates to power game days. And a trailer backup guide. That's the champ of the ramp. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
Every time that we get in the car, number 1, buckle up. Number 2, no phones. And number 3, pay attention to your surroundings.
If I got in the car with my friends, I would definitely tell them to put their seatbelts on. I want to be able to get back home safely.
Welcome back. It's halftime at ICCU Arena. And a on-paper upset in the making, Doug, as Nampa Christian leads Westside 13-0 at the half.
Yeah, and I'd have to say once again, Nampa Christian game plan worked really well.
Yeah.
They're continuing right where they left off last week.
They really are. The difference, I'm going to tell you, I was at that game. I was in the stands broadcasting. It's like 38 degrees. I was freezing my butt off at the end of that game. I'm much more comfortable here.
Yeah.
I'm a lot happier here in the Dome in this weather. But this is much more conducive to their style. Not only was it cold, it was the humidity was up. And when it's cold and humid, the ball gets slippery. And that could have affected North Fremont as well. But Nampa Christian, they came out, surprised North Fremont, and tonight, at least in the first half, surprising Westside.
Yeah, and exactly the same way as they surprised last week. So, but I mean, I think Westside, when we talked about it all night, like they just kept challenging those guys to throw the football. I mean, they were just.
They did.
They were just up there in the box, like let's see you throw it over my head, and
then they did.
And they did. Yeah. Yeah.
You mentioned a few times, it's like they're daring them. They're daring them. And then they would come out as a deep ball. And I actually kind of I don't know if this is their strategy, but looking at it, they have the ability to throw the ball more. But they're saving it seems like.
Yeah. Well, even and like I said, I think the thing that they do too is they stretch the field both directions. So even though like they had some screenplays and they hit some guys out in the flat, they weren't big gainers, but again, it makes the defense cover the whole field from sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. It just spreads you out.
Yep.
It's just a lot.
Well, let's look back at those keys to victory we talked about at the beginning of the game. Let's see how each team's doing. Let's start off with West Side, Doug, talking about what did they need to do versus how they're actually how they're doing it in the first half.
Well, I think we talked about them being a balanced attack, and I would say they've done that. I mean, they've been a little bit pass heavy just because it's been so successful, but they haven't had a problem running the football really either.
Right.
They've had some good run football, and then their defense was stingy, just like we talked about. Boy,
right.
I think West Side probably that last little minute and a half was probably the best looking drive they had, and they had to gadget it to get it done.
They had to gadget it. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
They had some gadget plays in there, a little fake punt. They had a
hook and
Statue of
ladder,
Liberty, hook and ladder, doing everything, and they still weren't able to get points out of it.
Yeah, and then on the other side, we talk about West Side would have to stay on schedule and have long sustained drives and score, and obviously that hasn't happened. They haven't even been close to the red zone.
No.
Today.
No. And I think there's some West Side fans in shock over there, because coming in, you're like, oh, Nampa Christian, okay. Yeah, I think they're this little Christian school in the Treasure Valley. Let's just look ahead to Ryrie. Not that that's what happened, but I can see some of that attitude being there.
Yeah.
And Nampa Christian coming in and going, yeah, we're for real.
We're
for real, and we're not just going to lay over and let you run over us. And 13-0, that's a statement in the first half.
What'd you tell me? A state title goes through.
Before the game of that North Fremont Nampa Christian, I think it was both coaches. It was at least one said all roads to the state title in the 3A go through West Side.
Yeah.
And here they are.
Well.
And right now they're in the driver's seat on that road.
Yeah, I would agree with you for sure. So I'm pretty sure, like if my mind sets me right, that they're going to have to kick to Nampa Christian out of the half here, and they're going to have to step up and get a stop, or this one could be over.
Not just a stop, turnovers.
Yeah.
There needs to be. I mean, there's been some turnovers, but there's 2 interceptions thrown by West Side. O'Brien got an interception. Van Gilder got that second interception. As they were driving, you talked that gadget run of theirs. They got down all the way, 30, 25-yard line. They were moving the football. Momentum was on their side. Oh, pick. Turned it over.
Yeah, and again, like it's just not in their nature to play that kind of football. Like they're used to throwing the football when they have just ground on you so hard running it.
Yep.
That they catch you sleeping on the
right.
pass.
Right.
But when you're just in a passing situation, it's just out of their nature to be successful.
Well, it's going to be an interesting second half. Let's say West Side makes their adjustments. They come out. They're going to have to rely on Nampa Christian making mistakes to do that, because their defense is obviously playing very, very well. So to come back, it's a 2-score lead, right? Oh, it's 2 scores, but it's a lot of points in this game.
Yeah.
And where points are at a premium, 13 points against such a great defensive team isn't an easy thing to do. You have to rely on some sort of turnovers, letting your defense help you win this ball game.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like if they're definitely going to need their defense to either get a turnover or even score. If they could get a defensive score, that'd be great.
Let's thank some of those local advertisers making this possible, Doug. At Pool Orthodontics, pride themselves high-quality care using the latest technologies and techniques to transform smiles for patients of all ages. They proudly serve northern Utah, southern Idaho with 3 convenient locations and offer complimentary consultations where they'll answer your questions and discuss treatment options. They want to wish West Side the best of luck tonight. Go Pirates and smile big from Pool Orthodontics. Caribou Ford is keeping it simple in Soda Springs, cheering on the West Side football team as they play in the state football tournament. And Cliff Stokes Plumbing, they've served the Cache Valley for more than 10 years. And Cliff, he's got 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry. So whether it's a new install, a repair, a water heater change out, or it's time for an upgrade, call the experts at Cliff Stokes Plumbing, 435-770-8251. Cliff Stokes Plumbing. They want to wish the West Side boys good luck in the state tournament. Liberty, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Soda Springs are celebrating the West Side high school football team as they take the great drive to the state football tournament. Can't do it without our local advertisers, guys. Appreciate everything you do.
It's always funny when I hear you say that because I don't know like that people understand like yeah, you say you couldn't do it, but the what you couldn't do is offer this incredible service that recognizes our kids, our coaches, our communities. We know their names, we know their stats, we know where they come from, and you do it for free.
As much as we possibly can.
And
yes.
That's when every time you read all those names, that's what they do.
100%. You're allowing, and it's not just the broadcast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the broadcasts are what we're doing. It's in the forefront. But the rest of the website, scores, schedules, rosters, the articles, all of the standings, the coaches polls, all that advertising based. All of our content on the website free, and that's made possible by advertising. So if you want to be a power booster on your school, you have to go to the schedules. You can see the banners on there for the local advertisers. Those are power boosters. Contact sales at IdahoSports.com, and someone will reach out and hook you up.
And you think about a night like tonight, man. How many visits do you think you'll get to your website tonight?
50,000.
50,000 tonight.
At least.
Of sponsor. It's incredible. Like our entire state is obviously interested. If you played, it's so cool too because it's such a cool dynamic. If you played here, and you're grown up and old, you want to know how your team did.
Right.
If you're a team that's out, and you want to know who's going to the game.
Yep.
Like everybody's looking at where the championship game will be, of who wins who.
Yep.
And
we talked about in the last game, girls basketball starts tonight.
Yeah.
We got those schedules up. We'll have scores up tonight. We'll be having updated brackets tonight. As soon as we know the schedules for next week, those will be up. And we will be probably audio broadcasting all 6 championship games.
That'll be sweet.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know how many are going to be here. We were hoping for 3 or 4 here in the mini dome.
I know.
Now, don't know. Don't know.
Well, we know BK held on and beat Skyline 21-20.
Yep.
Skyline went for 2.
It's called gambling, not winning.
That's classic Scott
Well, good
Berger
thing you guys
stuff.
are big BK fans, Doug. You and Shy.
Hey, I'm not a bad guy against BK. Are you a bad BK fan, Shy?
Good thing she's not mic'd up.
That's
not Bishop Kelly language going on over there.
I like good football, man.
Right, you're just a football fan.
Yeah.
When we strap on the headsets, we're neutral. 100% neutral.
Yeah, I like it.
I get emails sometimes. I got some a couple weeks ago, and your broadcaster was so biased, and I usually write back and say, can you give me some examples, right?
Yeah.
I rarely hear back because their team lost. They're upset. I get it. 100% get it. I'm a fan of sports. I get it.
Yeah.
And but when a team is winning, you're going to talk more about them, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it usually happens. And then a lot of times they fire them off angry. And I'll write something back, and I'll say something about it. Hey, why don't you calm down a little bit? And they'll write back and go, you know what, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
But I get it. Fans, you're passionate. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the passion for high school sports. And you've got that. You're over here in Eastern Idaho. You run the Upper Valley Grid Kid program, and that is your passion. We had the championships, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
And for me, I was there's no doubt, obviously the Ryrie kids I watched grow up playing, I was hoping that we would hang a 3A, 4A, 5A, and a 6A banner over there this year. No doubt about it. That was part of my goals, for those kids that I got to watch it grow up play.
I was supposed to remind you. Matt Harris wanted to remind you. You've got a Grid Kid trailer at Ryrie High School.
Oh. I do. A helmet
I want
trailer.
to get it before he sells it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, all the helmets are in there. And
yeah.
He's selling 2 a day, he said, until you come get it.
Well,
just for rent. No. Matt's a good dude.
He's got some cool stuff going there with Coach Huntsman, and
yes,
and it makes me proud. And and it's funny for me. Like I would tell you, one of the things when I look at West J and Ryrie this year, we talk about, you know, I think both those schools, smaller schools, are benefiting from Rigby becoming the monster that they are.
Why is that, Doug?
Well, because, you know, when you have 60 or 70 freshmen show up to play football, and you know, kids want to play, and it's such a competitive environment at Rigby. There's some kids that are just like, well, you know, I'm just going to go play.
Spillover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I certainly love that for sure. But I just love seeing good football in our state.
And there's been some good football last week,
Yeah.
this week. There were some stinkers of games, for sure. Sven Alskog is now back on the team here at Idaho Sports. Glad to have, I mean, he was with us for years. And then he kind of went on his own little journey for a while of self-discovery. Went UTEP, Tarleton, College of Idaho. And, you know, he came back to the family about a month ago, and he's really broadcast some ugly ones. I don't know what it is. But tonight, he's at Donald Larson, so he is on that Coeur d'Alene Timberline game. Do we have a score on that one, Shai? Timberline beat Coeur d'Alene.
Without probably the best quarterback in the state.
Again, Simmons from Coeur d'Alene, their quarterback, went out with it.
Yeah, I get you, but they're back up. They share time a lot, and he's another 6'5" kid, and another. I mean, and I have no idea about the Timberline kid.
I'm curious to know when the last time Timberline was in a championship.
Right. The Lewis kid.
And not a soccer championship.
Yeah.
Football.
I mean, the Lewis kid is spectacular. Right?
They had a kicker, Goodale, when they were really good. He went on to kick for BSU.
Oh,
and
really?
I think they were good then, but Timberline they're in that big SIC. You know, they're a Boise School District team, kind of landlocked in there. So I'm happy for them. Tal Gropp, the athletic director there, a long time. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. Well, hey, we're ready to start the second half here at the ICCU Arena, the Mini Dome. Holt Arena. And West Side kicking left to right. Lands at the 3 into the end zone for the touchback. So Nampa Christian will start this drive off at their own 20, leading 13-0.
And you have to think that Nampa Christian is like, hey, fellas, this is what we worked all year for. We're going to get this kickoff. We're going to put a good drive together, eat some time off the clock, and we're going to finish these guys off.
You know, and I don't hang out with the coaching staff. There's some swagger over there at Nampa Christian. Chip on the shoulder. I could kind of see a statement here. Hey guys, let's put a couple more on the board just to let Ryrie know we're for real. 2 receivers on each side coming right to left. Nampa Christian on offense at their own 20 to start the third quarter. In the shotgun is Dice. Linebacker coming at him, and they're going to call him. He took a step right when he shouldn't have. He thought he was just kind of going to fake him out, but took that step right when they snapped the football. So 5-yard penalty on West Side. So not a good way to start the second half by giving him free yards.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you are West Side, just like we talked about with Sugar, like I'm sure West Side is like, hey, we have to step up our coverage and we have to get pressure.
Right.
So I think, you know, he was up there looking at a blitz. He's going to walk up there again right now.
He is. He's right there on that left side.
Yeah.
Dice standing at his own 20 in the shotgun.
Oh, look, they're going to send a couple.
3. 2 on the left side, 1 on the right. Good blocking. Throws downfield, overthrows his receiver. Overthrow Ben Knutson.
If he would have put that ball down and run, he would have ran for a little while. So that's going to be West Side's gamble. Is they're going to send more than you have blockers and hope to stop the pass that way.
So Nampa Christian starts things off with a deep pass, which I like. As far as strategy goes, go for it, right?
Yeah.
So now 2nd and 5, same set. 2 receivers on each side. Actually, I guess they brought the right receiver into the gap.
Walking him right up. Watch screen game could be deadly in these scenarios.
Dice rolls all the way back to the 11. Short pass.
Oh.
His intended receiver didn't even turn around. That was number 74, Tom.
Well, he was he's downfield.
Yeah, he wasn't really.
That's an O-lineman. So
he wasn't trying to catch it because he wasn't eligible.
Yeah. I think he thought they were throwing the screen behind the line of scrimmage. He was getting downfield to block, but yeah, that's going to.
Yeah, that was just a little mix-up.
Yeah. Which screen, if you're going to start blitzing every play, a screen makes a lot of sense.
Yep. So another penalty. So they'll bring it back to 5.
Big old lineman's like, dude, at least tell me you're going to throw me the ball.
Oh, they did. Yeah, right. Like, dude, if you want to throw it to me, please do. Just let me know first. Penalty was declined. So it'll be 3rd and 5. West Side says, we're going to take the down. So lining it right back up. Ian Johnson to the left side of Dice in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side, 11:48 here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5 from the 25, and another flag. This time on the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, they're sending so many dudes up to blitz that O-line's trying to discuss who's going to pick up who, and it's certainly got them off rhythm a little bit. So West Side strategy.
Back and forth we go, 20-yard line, 25-yard line. The guy holding the down marker, getting his steps in. Still, 11:48. No time's ticking off the clock. 3rd and 5 from the 20. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Bad snap, it's on the turf at the 10-yard line. It was covered by the quarterback. Clear back at the 10. So
what is that? Did you see that?
No.
The quarterback just attacked the center right there. That's interesting.
Well, and now Coach Jenkins is keep getting some words in. That poor center. I just want to go home.
Yeah, well, it's always funny to me. Like, the center's one of those dudes, he can go a whole day without a bad snap. And
yeah.
Nobody says anything about him, and then he makes one. Now he's going to go over by himself. That's going to help him out.
It's on timeout. So they're punting from the 1-yard line, and it was blocked and covered by West Side at the 19-yard line. So everything going the way of the Pirates here in the second half.
Obviously, their adjustments made a difference.
Bad snap causes Nampa Christian to lose yards to the 10. Then the punt is blocked and recovered at the 19. A couple of officials are talking, but I think they're just exchanging recipes. They are. They break apart. 10:58 to go. And West Side at the Nampa Christian 19-yard line. 1st and 10 left hash.
Players running on field late. Looks a little, Nampa Christian's looking a little.
Kind of back on their heels a little bit. There's a handoff. Well, the defense comes back. And a big tackle as they try to run it up the middle, number 22.
CJ Pond is stuck him.
Drake Sage got to meet CJ Pond up close and personal. Gain of 2, though. 2nd, I said 1. I guess it's 1. So 2nd and 9, ball in the 18. Clock continues to run. West Side, boy, they need to score here, Doug. Not like it's end of the 4th quarter need, but just to get that cushion score. Receivers on the right side, they pitch it to the near side.
Oh, he's going to get the edge a little bit.
Sage picked up a few yards, got to the 15, goes out of bounds. Lundquist forces him out of bounds, which technically is a tackle.
Put your defense in a tough spot here. Will they respond?
3rd and 6 on the 15. Moving left to right on the right hash. There's that same play where we saw before. The receiver, Mitch Mumford, goes out to the left first, breaks the huddle. Under center is Fuller. Fuller takes the snap, turns, hands it off. Sage inside the 10, gets the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8 for the Pirates.
West Side's offense is definitely they believe in the long haul, like wearing you down.
Yeah.
The question is will they have enough time?
Well, that's where this touchdown's so important. There's 10 minutes in the 3rd. That gives them so much more breathing room to get back into their game.
Yeah, agreed. Because they are like that, remember the Titans type theory, like the sainted 6 plays, wear you down,
Turns, hands it off. Ooh, and Met immediately hands it off to Benavidez.
6. Oh,
Kaiser
70.
Henny, yeah.
74 was in on that play.
Clock running, 9:20. 2nd and 7 on the 7. Sorry, 2nd and goal from the 7. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself, has the option, pitches, wide open, nobody's there. Touchdown, Micah Benavidez. Puts the Pirates on the board, 13-6.
Well.
Well, the goose egg is gone. They have some breathing room. They can kind of get back into their groove, not down 2 scores now. Now their defense has to keep Nampa Christian from scoring, letting their offense do. I mean, a lot of stuff has to happen, but this is a good football game.
Right, and now if you're Nampa Christian, like you got to come out and see them bringing more pressure. You had a bad series, so now you have to make a quick adjustment on the field. You got to get your center's head back straight.
Right.
He's over there taking some snaps.
And there was an offsides on the defense. You saw number 3, Braden Ganino, coming around that edge. So that's going to move him forward. I say West Side going to go for 2.
They should, because that's a big deal where the Nampa missed an extra point.
Yeah, it changes everything for him. Make it a 5-point game if that happens. And it looks like they will. 9:06 on the clock. 13-6 now.
That little triple option play they just run, it was pretty potent.
Coates on the left side takes a snap. Going to the outside. He's going to be stopped short.
No,
they got him in. He goes in.
Wow.
Drake Sage, the junior, punches in the 2-point conversion. Lead cut to 5, 13-8. Nampa Christian over West Side.
I'd say West Side maybe found a little chink in the armor there, running to the edge.
Yeah, up the middle, not working, not there. Boy, and that gets the momentum back to West Side. I mean, their crowd was down. Now you see them on their feet. Student section up cheering.
They got the beach ball out over there.
We had a Nickelback concert right now. What is that? Love it. 9:06 left. I want to thank Caribou Ford, keeping it simple in Soda Springs and cheering on the West Side football team after that score as they play in the state football tournament. So, West Side will be kicking left to right on the right hash at the 40-yard line. Parker Wansgart set to kick. Any other finals over there?
Well, I think you have Rigby Timber in the 6. You have BK Hillcrest in the 5A. You have
Kimberly. Did Kimberly beat Fruitland?
Did Kimberly beat Fruitland, Sean?
She's so mad about that Skyline thing. Little punch kick, taking it to 10. Coming back the other way, crosses the 30. Drags the defense to the 35. Nice return for Nampa Christian. Nice return for number 24 for Nampa Christian, Mason Mills. So the Trojans will start at the 35. Coming right to left. 8:58 to go, third quarter here at the ICCU Arena. ICCU Dome.
Kimberly wins 28-21.
Wow.
Holy cow. So, yeah, I mean, you got Kimberly Homedale, right?
Yep.
In the 4A, and we're working on the 3A right here.
Nampa Christian. 2 receivers on the near side. One way up top, low snap, little worm burner. Hands it off, gives it to Ian Johnson. Johnson picks up a couple, makes it 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
It was a struggled snap again. It's always.
Well, now he's nervous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the Trojans from the 37.
In the shotgun, Pete Dice.
Oh, man.
And another low snap, picks it up, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield at the 25. And a big loss for Nampa Christian on second down.
And, man, Westside's just sending the house. So if Nampa Christian can get a snap together, there's going to be some receivers open downfield. But that seems easier said than done right at the moment.
No one is hoping for a touchdown right now more than the Nampa Christian Center.
Yeah.
Nobody. 7:50, clock running, 3rd and 19 from the 26. 3 receivers on the right. Great snap. Dice downfield, has a man, and it's caught by Knutson.
Oh, he stripped it out.
He stripped it, it's fumbled. Knutson recovers at the 9. And Knutson lost his shoe.
Well, we talked about it. If they could get a snap off, that it was going to be dangerous.
Yes. So Quade Hartley is thanking everyone because now they're down first and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and man, I mean, he's a junior, great-looking player, 5'10", 250.
Dice in the shotgun at the 14-yard line. 2 receivers to his right, 1 on the left. There's a pitch taken out to Johnson. Johnson shoots the gap to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Clock runs at 7 minutes now. 3rd quarter, 13-8. Trojans looking to get that lead, larger lead back. Dyson Johnson in the backfield. O'Brien in the gap, hands it off. Johnson goes to the left side and suplex down to the 7-yard line, 6-yard line.
You know, he rides that handoff like he could pull it and run with it, but I don't think he has.
Right.
And there's lots of times like
just let it go.
Yeah.
Right. There's that fraction of a second you're wasting there.
Yeah.
Receiver on the near side, Ganino. 2 on the right. Johnson in the backfield to the right of Dice. Dice, he's going to keep it himself. He goes to the right side, flushed out. In trouble, crosses the 10. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it was interesting, like the receivers were confused there because he was blocking right from the get-go where instead of running his corner off. So there was a lot of confusion there again. Oh, they could kick a field goal here.
Well, yeah, you saw Dylan O'Brien kind of warming up with a kick.
Oh.
I'm like, well, I guess they're going for the field goal.
This hasn't been automatic for them. Look how deep they set up.
Yeah. So kicking from the 14, 24-yard field goal. O'Brien. Snap's good. No, snap was not good. It was low. They couldn't set it in time, and it gets blocked.
Wow.
The snap wasn't terrible. It was just a little bit low. The holder, Dice, just couldn't get it in place in time.
It wasn't bad. That whole complex happens, though. Like, you start to be stressed, and you don't catch stuff as clean.
Right.
It works on both sides.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
They all rely on each other.
Yeah.
Kind of like Idaho sports. A lot of moving parts. Well, D&T Electric Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of Westside Athletics, and want to wish the boys good luck in the state playoffs. As well as Caribou Ford, keeping it simple in Soda Springs, cheering on the Pirates as they play in this semifinal game. So 1st and 10 for Westside. Big break for Westside as their offense gets back out on the field. And there's a fumble.
Out. Boy, he ripped it right out.
And recovered by Westside for actually a gain. They got another yard or so on that fumble.
Number 68, Chet Ward, falls on the football.
Yeah, that was. Big guy.
Yeah, I think 66 just ripped it right out of there.
Chet Ward falls on it. So 2nd and 7 on the 23. Clock running. 4:50 to go in the 3rd. Westside offense back in action. Breathing a huge sigh of relief after stopping Nampa Christian from putting more points on the board. takes the snap, turns, hands it off, gives it to Sage. Sage goes to the right side, a flag down. He'll be stopped short of the first down, but let's see what the penalty is.
Yeah, it's a hold. I didn't see who it was, but he basically tackled 36.
Is that against the rules?
It is against the rules.
On west side, that'll move him back. Clock stopped at 4:31. Thanks for joining me here, Doug.
Oh, it was fun.
Glad you came.
It's a good time.
And Shy, always good to see you. Of course, you're a package deal. I knew you were going to come too. Like, I think your celebrity name is Shug. I think that's what it should be. 2nd and 15 from the 15. 4:18 in the third. On the left hash, moving left to right, back to pass. Fuller throws.
Screenplay.
Well, screenplay in and out of his hands. Wouldn't have gotten much anyway, because that was meant for number 23, Tanner Henderson. Just couldn't bring it down. And he's been popped a few times on those plays. I think he might be a little bit nervous now. If I had that route called, I'd be going, you run it. I'm not running it.
Yeah, I mean, he's not very big.
Yeah, we don't have the
he's not,
height and weight.
He's not a big dude.
Great athlete.
He is. Fast, shifty.
On the left hash, moving left to right. West side, 3rd and 15 again from the 15. And the shotgun takes the snap. Fuller inside the 5, throws. And it's complete. Sage makes a move.
That's
back inside the sticks, dives forward. It's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down.
And a bad hold around the 10-yard line. This will be a move it back. This will be a 3rd. And is it a half the distance to goal here?
Well, they don't need it. They can keep going. Let's see what the penalties are, unless it's the same one. Block in the back on west side.
Yeah, when one got by the player, he just gave him a good shove in the back.
Just a little, hey, how you doing? Pat on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, one just attacked that screen.
22? Was it 3rd and 22?
Yeah, Ben Knutson was just all over that screen.
I didn't get a math degree, but I made that one. 22 yards, right at 4 minutes. A long way to go. This is a long 3rd down. West side, we were wondering what they had in their playbook for 3rd and 10. Let's see what they've got for 3rd and 22.
They've run back-to-back screen plays.
He's in hand. Oh, it gives it off.
Kind of a draw type.
So that 3rd down gets him back in between the sticks, so it'll be 4th and about 8. Which is better than 3rd and 22. But it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, but you're still a score down. You punt it away here and play defense, I mean, you're
correct.
Yeah. Yeah, they're down. They don't get that score, then this is a different scenario. But here they can still play football.
It is 4th and 8. Clock running, 3.5 to go, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers come to the near side. One to the left. They're on the left hash, moving left to right. They're going to punt it off. Or are they? Yes, they are. Punt's going to land about midfield. Fair catch called at midfield. Going to be right at midfield. I didn't know if they're going to go to the 49 or not. So Nampa Christian, they only have half the field to go and 3 minutes and 8 seconds to do it.
Great field position.
Well, Idaho Salvage and Metals, since 1917, proudly served the community by providing quality used auto parts and reliable scrap metal recycling services. In addition to parts and metals, they also offer durable steel culverts, perfect for managing water flow and drainage on your property. Great gifts for Christmas. Idaho Salvage and Metals, proud supporter of the West Side Pirates. Visit them at 540 West Oneida Street in Preston. And Liberty, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Soda Springs celebrating the West Side High School football team as they take the great drive to the state tournament. Nampa Christian at midfield, 1st and 10. Moving right to left on the right hash. Dice takes the snap, hands it off, crossing midfield to the 46-yard line.
Johnson.
Ian Johnson again.
Sage on the tackle.
We're just calling the same names both sides.
It feels like it, huh? Oh, they're going to go fast.
Right back to it. Nampa
Go
Christian,
fast.
2nd and 6. Another handoff. Takes that left gap again at the 40, and they're going to get a first down at the 39.
Makes them so deadly if they can do that because, man, if they play action, you're in trouble.
Yep. Ben Knudsen into the game. All sorts of substitutions. Kind of need to be careful. Get them off the field, and they do. And you see all the officials counting after all the substitutions just to make sure.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 40. Clock running, 2:16. Dice sends Knudsen to the right side. All alone in the backfield. Takes a snap, high snap through his hands, picks it up, gets a great bounce. Rolls to the right side, being pursued. Throws downfield, incomplete pass. Avoids a huge loss as Dice just didn't catch the football. Not a great snap, but it wasn't terrible.
But it hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in his head now, so he's just freezing. Yeah, he's got to catch that.
But boy, what a great scramble for him, rolling around.
Yeah, and smart enough to throw it away.
Tried to see what he could get,
Yeah.
right? Seeing if his receivers could break free. In
Yeah.
the end, throws it out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 from the 40. Now he's got Knudsen in the backfield with him. On the left hash, moving right to left. West side 40-yard line. Back to pass. Comes near side, throws downfield. Has a man. Overthrows his intended receiver, Braden Ganino. And incomplete. That resets 3rd and 10.
We got to. That's going to be roughing the passer.
Yep.
Oh my!
Roughing the passer penalty.
That is a rough call.
That is a rough call.
Oh.
But great if you're a Nampa Christian fan, as that moves it down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. 3 yards. You don't want to give those up. Especially down 5 with only a couple minutes left in the 3rd. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Nampa Christian on the left hash. In the shotgun is Dice. Takes a snap, hands it off. Gives it to Mason Mills this time. Mason pushes ahead for 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7. Clock continues to roll. Minute 40.
Coulter Bingham nose guard with a great play. He's had a great second half. He's disrupted the center a ton. I don't know if that's who was starting there in the first half, but he's certainly caused some chaos since he's been on the field.
23-17, Timberline over Coeur d'Alene. Did not have that on my bingo card. 2nd and 7, minute 10. Handoff, goes to the right side, comes out, comes back in, spin move, finally gets tackled. Mason Mills having his number called a couple times in a row. Gets inside the 20 to the 19. That brings up 3rd and 4.
Safety number 13 comes up for the tackle, Jaden Four.
Number 69 for Westside thought he was coming off. Gets almost to the sideline, so nope, go back.
Yeah,
It's like, ugh.
Oh, they rotated him off the nose.
3rd and 4 for Nampa Christian. Moving right to left. Left side of the field. 30 seconds left. Dice takes a snap at the 24, hands it off. Takes that left gap, upended immediately. Number 4, Ian Johnson, the ball carrier. Could be about 1.5 yards short. Brings up 4th and 1.
I mean, you go here. You haven't had any success kicking, right?
I'm always a go on 4th and 1.
Yeah, you're
4th and I'm not sure. It's 4th and 1.5. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd. 3 down, 1 to go in this semifinal game. Ryrie awaiting the winner for this one to play in the championship next weekend.
At Pool Orthodontics, they pride themselves on high-quality care using the latest technologies and techniques to transform smiles for patients of all ages. They proudly serve northern Utah, southern Idaho, 3 convenient locations, and offer complimentary consultations where they'll answer your questions and discuss treatment options. They want to wish Westside the best of luck tonight. Go Pirates and smile big from Pool Orthodontics. D&T Electric Heating and Cooling, proud supporter of Westside Athletics, and want to wish the boys good luck in the state playoffs. Cliff Stokes Plumbing has served the Cache Valley for more than 10 years. Cliff has been a plumber for 40 years. So whether it's a new install, a repair, a water heater exchange, or it's time for an upgrade, call the experts at Cliff Stokes Plumbing, 435-770-8251. Cliff Stokes Plumbing wants to wish the Westside boys good luck at state. Now, if you're a Nampa Christian fan listening from home, you'll notice we're not reading any Nampa Christian ads because we didn't sell any. So if you want to support your team, if they end up winning, you want to support them in the championship game, we'd love to have you on. Sales at IdahoSports.com. We'll hook you up. You don't want to have your team have no supporting ads in the game. Here we go. What?
Doesn't seem right.
Just doesn't seem right, Doug. Start of the 4th. Nampa Christian ball.
Big play.
4th and 1 on the 16.
Well, they tried to draw him.
Dice takes the snap, options at the near side. Coming across the 15, it's going to be, and they get the first down. Giving it to Johnson, of course, and there's a Westside player down at the 12-yard line. Injury timeout called. And a cramp.
He's like, are you going to help me or not, man?
If I get a cramp, just push me off to the side. Keep going, Doug. Just keep going.
I kind of I don't have a good pain tolerance for cramps. Kingsbury.
I work with people. Good. It's just a cramp.
My wife makes fun of me all the time. Like I make these horrific screams. Like at night.
Are they girly? Are they kind of girly?
I don't know what they are, man. But they,
But you get that softball in your calf. It hurts.
After leg day, and you're.
I don't know about that.
And you're in bed and you roll over and it just. Oh, it's my hamstring, dude. My hamstring.
Your hammy. You got to stretch those out, big guy. Stretch them out.
Stretching's overrated.
It really is. I think back when you say that, you talk about football teams, head coaches get in the weight room over the summer, get in the weight room, right? Head coach Lane Kirkland, he was head coach at Cary for years, won bunches of championships there at Cary. And he's on our 8-man prep cast now, and I've worked with him as a color guy. And we talked to him about his, how is he so successful? He's like, we don't do weight room. Don't even think about it. We run in the summer. We run a lot. We get conditioned. No, you don't really. If they want to lift weights, that's fine. And you can't argue it because they've won so many state championships. It's not like you go, well, maybe you should lift weights and you'd be successful. No.
Sure.
They won tons of championships. So, I don't know. I look at weightlifting and go, well.
Was it he won cross-country championships? Or?
Well, he was a track coach, but he's a football coach.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Right, but he is a track coach. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But Lane Kirkland, long time head football coach at Cary, and they won a lot of championships.
Is that 8-man football?
It is.
8-man football. No, I love 8-man football. I just got punched right there.
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. No. So they help him off the field, and they'll continue working on him.
Cramp.
But those cramps, once they come, they never leave. They come back.
Get mustard. You just drink mustard.
Does it come on a hot dog?
Nope.
Then I could probably do it.
Pickle juice and mustard is what you drink.
I think I'd go for the hot dog. Put as much mustard as you want. 1st and 10 from the 13 on the right hash. Clock starting, 11:46. We're just starting the 4th quarter.
First play of the 4th quarter. Here we go. It's going to be spectacular.
In the shotgun. Hands off to Johnson.
Oh.
He did have it. Johnson, and he's finally brought down and then helped back up by the defense.
61.
That was number 61 for Westside. Will Huron, the junior.
Again, that's another, we've talked about it just a few plays ago. Like Thice puts that in there and rides that, but he never pulls it and runs with it.
Right.
Like, I'm not sure what he's reading there, but obviously they were all over his running back and nobody on him. Pull the ball, young man, and run it in.
2nd and 14, ball on the 17. 3 receivers on the left. Dice looks to the left, throws. Back of the end zone, up, caught, and complete.
O'Brien.
To O'Brien. From 17 yards out. The Trojans put another 6 on the board, extend the lead 19-8 over Westside. What a play, and what a perfectly thrown football to that back corner of the end zone.
On time, yeah. It'll be curious to see what kind of passing yards he has tonight when this is over. Coming off a 300-yarder.
Yeah, right. Probably not going to get to 3. O'Brien now set to kick the PAT. Dice the holder. Blocked last time. High snap, brought down, kick is up. And this one's good. 20-8. Lead is 12. Did that math all by myself. So Westside has some things to think about, Doug.
Again, they're really put in a position where they'll have to take some risks. They'll definitely have to play out of their comfort zone.
Well, they tried the passing game a few times in the first half, 2 interceptions.
They've Statue of Liberty. They've hook and laddered.
They've fake punted.
Yeah, what
do you say? Fake punted.
Yeah.
But I dare you to second guess Tyson Moser. I'm not going to. That guy's been there for 16 years.
No doubt.
Legend. So at 10:47 in the 4th, this game is all Nampa Christian so far as they lead 20-8 over the defending champs, Westside. Well, set to kick left to right, Nampa Christian. O'Brien's going to set it down at the 40. And there's the kick. And they're going to let it. They're going to say he went into the end zone, so they're going to say a touchback. So they'll bring it back out to the 20.
This obviously has to be a efficient, fairly quick drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can't take their time. They can't be. They can't lollygag.
And it's funny because everything has to go fast. Like your team that doesn't get the play in fast.
Right.
Don't break the huddle fast. And now you have to every time.
Option.
There it is. Same thing we saw earlier, right?
A lot of yards, finally pushed out of bounds. Nice run, number 24, Micah Benavidez.
And I just don't, I know but tell somebody deals with that. I just don't understand. They've ran that play 3 times for probably 60 yards.
Keep going until they stop it. Clock is stopped at 10:40.
Yeah, the quarterback's ball skills are just so clean.
Yeah. 1st and 10. West Side moving right to left on the left hash on their own 42. Takes the snap. Pitches it to Sage. Sage gets to the 48-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 4.
That's always one of those plays. The quarterback lead blocks on that. Sage just put his hand in the middle of his back and was like,
"We're going together."
He did. I don't know if the quarterback enjoyed it, but that's what
Lead
happened.
the way, brother. Clock running, 10-10. Late night here at the Dome. 10 after 10. Late night. 2nd down, 4 to go. turns, fakes the pitch, trying to find somebody to throw to. No one. He's going to get dropped. But a gain of 1, luckily. So 3rd and 3. And downfield, they did have Jaden Coates.
Did they have him open?
Yeah, well, he's coming back all by himself to the sideline. Maybe I need to be taller? I don't know. Maybe. 3rd and 3 from the 49. Big 3rd down. Fakes the pitch again, rolls to the near side. Short pass, caught at the 45 and out of bounds. 1st down for the Pirates. And they're in Nampa Christian territory. Yeah, it was Kaiser.
Seems like
Penny again.
And it just seems like they've had success outside the numbers.
Yeah.
Whether they've been throwing it or running it.
9:17 left in the 4th. And really, the 20-8 is one of those deceptive scores. It looks like it's a lot, but they score here. Even if they don't get an extra point, it's 14-1, right?
Right.
One receiver to the right. They do pitch it this
throw
time.
it.
Sage.
Oh, he thought
thinks about throwing. Nobody was there. He's going to run it himself. You're right. They had that man downfield, Jaden Coates again. He couldn't get himself open. That was good pass defense by Nampa Christian to put a stop to that.
Yeah, I would be willing to bet that Nampa Christian's got a very good DB coach because, man, they have been elite tonight. Couple picks back there, and I don't know if they've been caught out of position one time.
Not too many times, if at all. 2nd and 8. West side moving right to left on the right hash. Nampa Christian 41 takes the snap, pitches it to the near side to Sage. Sage gets across the 40 to the 38-yard line. That brings up 3rd and 6. 4, excuse me, wrong side. I'm going to say 3rd and 5. Clock continues to roll. So all the games are over now except ours, right?
Yep, this is it. We're last.
I see all the screens taken down over there. So
yeah.
I assumed. One receiver on the right. Quarterback under center. They send Sage out to the right side. Takes a snap, rolls. Fuller. Complete at the 36. So pass play complete, gain of 2 to Tanner Henderson.
Knudsen just right there on the coverage for the sure tackle.
Yeah, there you go. You see number 52 for Nampa Christian come off the field, get a nice high five from the coach.
It's good.
That's good. Clock at the 8-minute mark. West side taking their time in the huddle. 4th and 3. No receivers out anywhere. Sage in the backfield to the left, under center, gets the snap.
I don't think he made it.
Boy, they should have given it to Sage as he was open.
Well, they ran that same triple option. He just decided to keep it.
And Fuller, no, I don't think he got it.
No
I think
way.
You're right.
No, not where they marked it.
Waiting for the final.
This guy marked it way different.
They're going to bring it out. Yeah, that marked the.
Are
they going to bring it out?
Based on.
The White Hats looking to the West Side coaches. What do you think, guys?
I think White Hat's telling him he think it's short, and he's asking, and West Side asks to measure.
And you don't see this a lot anymore.
Not on turf fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare.
They are going to come out and measure. I think you're right. I think it's 4 or 5 inches short.
61, getting his shoe tied by his buddy.
That's less embarrassing than your mom coming down and doing it.
Yeah, I had a kid that played for me, and somebody had to tie his shoe all the time, too. It was just part of the deal. Oh, man.
And it's short. Turnover on downs, back to Nampa Christian. Big blow for West Side, down 12.
Some of those keys we talked about, West Side's that kind of offense. Put them in tough 3rd and 4th down positions.
Yeah.
Get them off the field. You know.
So time's on the side of the Trojans now. They can take their time.
Yeah, it's interesting. What I think would be interesting with the Trojans, like a team like this, do they have the ability just to just grind the clock out?
Right.
You know, sometimes an explosive throwing team. Skyline is one of those teams. Like I've watched them for a lot of years. They can put a lot of points on board, but just ask them to run a drive and run the clock out. It's like they're incapable of doing it.
Takes a snap, just shoves it. Like literally like a one-handed basketball pass.
And a hold.
Over to Johnson, and there's a hold. Hanky down. Going to be on Nampa Christian.
If that's me, I'm going to decline that play and take the down, but
they did not.
They didn't gain a yard. I would have. Unfortunately, Nampa Christian has, or fortunate for them, they have plenty of first down and 20 yard plays in their book. Again, West Side's just challenging them. 2 receivers over there. You got a lot of grass.
Breaks free, a lot of room to run. Coming to the near side, cuts up field, switches hands. Here comes Mills. Mills crosses midfield down to the 40. And Mills picks up a lot of yards as the seas parted and nobody was there.
No one. I don't know if that was designed that way or if he just cut back, just saw an opening and cut back.
First and 10 from the 39. And a little push in the back for Johnson.
Well, I guess they're answering the question that they could just run the ball and kill the clock.
.6:26, clock is running.
Some of those sandals.
2nd and 4. Ball on the 33-yard line. Nampa Christian on that right hash. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the near side. Philip Van Gilder. Been kind of quiet. He had the interception early on.
He did.
They haven't really gone to him tonight. Dice takes the snap, looks left. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson shoots the gap across the 25, still on his feet at the 20. First down and more as Johnson, another great run. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Nampa Christian. Clock running, 5:40 left in this one. In the shotgun, Dice, 2 receivers to his left. He's got Johnson, moves him from the right to the left. Takes a snap, throws, a little screen to the far side to O'Brien. O'Brien jukes, jives, gets down to the 16-yard line. As we hit the 5-minute mark. 2nd and 6 on the 16. Handoff to Johnson, and he's stopped. No gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Going nowhere.
You're going to go to the end zone right here.
I was like, that sounds like somebody's wearing Spurs. And the West Side coach came down the stairs, yes, wearing Spurs. Came straight from work or home. Kind of wish I'd have worn my, I don't have Spurs. Daughter's got Spurs. I got family with Spurs. They didn't come with me. 4 1/4 left in this one. 2 receivers on the near side. O'Brien.
There it is.
Over the top, caught to number 0, C.J. Pond.
Love it. Give the defender give him a catch.
Tackled made by Jaden Fuller. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 6. Clock running as we near the 4-minute mark.
I mean, Pirates out 3 timeouts just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to use them here.
No. Each team has 3 timeouts. Nobody's used them.
Yeah.
Quick second half. Receivers on the corners. Dice takes the snap, gives it to Johnson. Johnson to the 5, dives forward. I think he got to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4 as the clock continues to roll.
In on the stop for West Side is number 24, Micah Benavidez, and 29, Ezra Benavidez.
The West Side, the Nampa O-line just so used to going fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like they just get up there and everybody's like, hey, man, we're huddling.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are we doing? Yeah.
Like, what's a huddle?
You
what
know,
are you talking about?
Yeah, right, exactly. But I'm looking forward to a Nampa Christian Ryrie championship. I don't think anybody had that penciled in August.
Yeah, and I think both defenses will have their hands full.
Yes.
You
Another
know.
hand off to Johnson. And he's getting tackled for a loss as that West Side defense comes through, led by number 24, Micah Benavidez. And Ezra in there, the Benavidez boys coming in, teaming up on that tackle. So a timeout West Side gives us a chance to finish talking about last couple of our local advertisers. Want to thank D&T Electric Heating and Cooling again, proud supporter of West Side Athletics, and proud of all the student athletes for a great season. Liberty Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, Ram of Soda Springs also celebrating the season the West Side had as they made that great drive in the state football tournament. Well, we've got a couple of games tomorrow. You can listen.
Who do we have tomorrow?
I don't know. Ask somebody that actually works here. I don't know. I hired Sven back, so I don't actually work anymore.
That's good.
It's kind of great. We've got, I was going to be at this game. I was going to be at Fruitland, Kimberly tonight, and then Cary Council. So Cary Council at 1 o'clock and Wallace Tri-Valley. So just down the road from each other. Clay Hatfield on the call in Council. You're good. Sven Alskog on the call there in Cambridge for Tri-Valley. 2 receivers on the left, 3 on the right for Nampa Christian. In motion comes Johnson. Nope, quarterback keeper. Dice cuts to the outside, the 10. There's a flag down. He gets pushed out of bounds, but let's see what the flag is, which was right in the middle of the field.
He was trying to stay in bounds. I mean, that's a hold. It's going to be a hold.
Yep, it is. Asking the West Side coaches what you want to do. So it's on Nampa Christian. 2:41 to go in this ball game.
Decline that guy. 4th down. Hey, it's not like you've had a good success kicking a field goal here.
Right?
Yeah.
It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah. You've struggled with snaps on the field goals. You haven't kicked it well.
I don't hear any ladies singing, no matter what size they are.
Yeah.
Not happening yet. I'm not body shaming anyone.
Bad snap here. Pick it up.
You never know.
Never know.
You never know, Doug. Going for the field goal from the 14, 24-yarder, and it's a bad snap. Kicked, and it's tipped again.
So
it's blocked. They come away with no points. So West Side, windows open just a little bit, Doug. Not a lot, but it's open. They've got 2.5 minutes. They get the ball back.
On the 20.
On the 20. And if you're hoping for a miracle, they got the first half.
They're going to need a little help from football gods. But
did you ever see the movie Angels in the Outfield? Maybe you had to have seen that.
It's a
baseball?
No,
baseball movie?
I don't watch baseball movies.
This was like a 90s movie.
It's a baseball movie.
Hater. Wow. All right. Wow, way to kill my reference. You're a heck of a color guy. And a bad snap again. West Side falls on it at the 5-yard line. No, bad break. And it's going to be at the 6. 5 or 6, really doesn't matter. West Side pushed way back. And it'll be 2nd and 5, 10.
How did Matt Harris go from a pop radio star to an athletic director?
Well, Idaho Sports was the middle ground. He was Matty Merrill at Z103.
Oh, yeah.
And then he came to Idaho Sports, and he did both. And then he took a teaching job at Ryrie, and they asked him to be athletic director before he even taught in the classroom.
Oh. Another bad snap.
And another bad snap, another loss of yards all the way back to the 2-yard line. So Nampa Christian could still come away with points. They get a safety.
It's true.
I mean, you don't want to be huddling up in the end zone. Never a good thing to do.
Maybe they're setting them up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Minute 25. Clock is running.
3rd and 28. 3rd and 28.
So they got to bring out the 3rd and 28 play. Back to pass. Fuller throws downfield. Intercepted at the 13.
Touchdown.
Coming back the other way, and he's dropped at the 5, but the interception by Knutson seals this one for the Trojans. Knutson coming up big. 3 players with interceptions for Nampa Christian tonight. O'Brien, Van Gilder, and now Knutson. Clock stopped, 61 seconds.
Another amazing year for the Westside Pirates.
Yes.
A great football
year
team.
After year
Yeah.
after year.
And just like we talked about with Sugar, we'll see these guys back again next year.
They've got some seniors, but they have a lot of youth coming back, Doug.
Yeah. You know, they have they run a program like that too. They have a coach on their staff that runs their youth league, and he's the freshman coach. Like they have this same type of culture where they spend time with them from the first time they strap on a helmet all the way to high school. It's a pretty cool deal they have there.
Well, Nampa Christian just taking some knees now, letting the clock wind down. We're at 33 seconds. Oh, when this game's done, we'll take a quick break and be back with the IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. They don't need to take another snap, players. Giving high fives, patting helmets, saying good job, good luck next week. Great sportsmanship the entire game by both teams. And Nampa Christian moves on to play for a state championship that they haven't won since 1981.
Where will that game be, Paul?
Well, I knew this 2 seconds ago.
Nampa, Ryrie Bulldogs.
It's going to be here.
It's going to be here.
No, Ryrie Nampa Christian will be in District 3, probably at Middleton.
Middleton.
Probably. So the Dome just lost another game.
Man.
I might not have to come over here next week.
You might not have to.
I want to.
That's not the kind of attitude I was looking for.
So the players line up on the opposing 40s. Well, they'll give the West Side Pirates the 3rd place trophy. They were going for a 3-peat with the blue one, but they're going to take home the green one. So we'll take a quick break. Be back with the IdahoSports.com player of the game right after this.
Okay, listen up. Right now, teens in Idaho have a higher than normal percentage of fatal car crashes. We're 2.6 times more likely to be in a crash. Why? Data shows we're not buckling up, not driving sober, speeding, and getting distracted by that little device we love to hate. So what are we gonna do about it? It's time to buckle up, drive sober, slow down, and put our dang phone down. I mean, duh. Join the movement. Search Shift Idaho Teen to learn more.
Welcome back. Again, your final score, 20-8. Nampa Christian over West Side. One last thing to do, and that's to award the IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the road or on the field. Be in the moment and free from distractions. Who we going with, Doug?
Well, I mean, I think you just got to go with Pete Dye, senior quarterback. Led him all day long, threw a lot of dimes, touchdowns out there. I mean, he's probably had as good a 2 weeks as anybody in the state of Idaho.
Yep.
So,
if you're a Trojan fan, you're hoping he has 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be end of November. Who knows what the weather is going to be like, and they won't be playing inside no matter where they play in the Treasure Valley.
Yeah, and you know, I'm sure Ryrie's hoping the weather's rough.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that would definitely benefit them. So Ryrie knows who they're playing. Ryrie, Nampa Christian. Again, no one had this one penciled in as the 3A championship.
No way.
Nobody.
No way.
But that's why they play the games, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at the ICCU Dome in Pocatello. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2025 3A State Semifinals. It's the Milk Bowl, coverage on Idaho Sports, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, and Your Health Idaho. Again, your final score, 20-8. Trojans over the Pirates. Congratulations again to IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, quarterback Pete Dice for Nampa Christian. My broadcast partner, Swanee, Doug Swanson, and everyone else behind the scenes here at Idaho Sports, and Cheyenne Swanson, our I-team here at Idaho Sports. I'm merely Paul Kingsbury. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com.